Hey Ranger fans, Morphin Grid just got a serious upgrade with Power Rangers Prime Issue 1. What if the Power Ranger teams that we know never existed? That means Jason, Tommy, Kimberly. What if they never became Power Rangers? What if 5 new young adults with attitude are now the new Power Rangers? Today I'll be recapping Issue 1 of Power Rangers Prime, and then give you my thoughts at the end. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to get more notified for my videos, because I'm trying to stuff out. I like comics, like movies, so obviously knowing what sticks and what doesn't helps me out. This mysterious figure starts monologuing to itself. Do we really need heroes? Humanity has tenaciously clung to the idea that good will always overcome evil. But if evil can be redefined as order progress, then what signifies good? And as she's talking, or he, we don't know yet, we see the outline of 6 Rangers. The Red Ranger, the Blue Ranger, the Black Ranger, the Yellow Ranger, the Pink Ranger, and funny enough, a Green Ranger. Now, I do want to say, we've gotten art of 5 of these Rangers. We have no art for the Green Ranger, but hopefully this means we'll have an evil Green Ranger in the future. Mark my words. Comment down below if you think the Green Ranger will be either a guy or a girl. I'm voting for a guy, but that's just my opinion. After that monologue, we open back on Earth, where we see a mysterious woman getting shot at by these guards, but these guys are blue. We don't know who these people are. These aren't humans, and they're not avatars from the Avatar world. Oh, there's Zordon's people. Atarians, you know, the bald-headed guys. We only really saw Zordon, but if you read the Power Ranger comics, you have noticed they all kind of essentially look quote-unquote the same, which is really being they're blue, and they have no hair. One of the guards says catch her, while the other one says citizen human occupation statute 184 requires short detention, and they start shooting at her, which is crazy work. How do you expect this person to stop when you're shooting a laser blast at her? She's not the Hulk. Anyway, she gets cornered by these people, but she's not done. She uses her morpher, a Samuraizer, to go to the Red Power Ranger. This confirms that this person we're looking at is actually Lauren Shiba, the first ever female Red Power Ranger. Yes, before Dino Fury, it was Lauren. She appeared on Power Ranger Samurai for a couple episodes. Younger Power Ranger fans really love Samurai. It was kind of like their version of Power Rangers. Not Mighty Morphin, Samurai. But before she gets fully morphed, one of the guards shoots her morpher and breaks it. This is a pretty big deal because, again, if you have not watched this show, these Samuraizers, or morphers essentially, have been passed down from generation to generation. So her losing this essentially is like losing a family heirloom. And she's not happy about it. The guards then said, she's one of them, what is that? Mission status update. The target cannot escape, upgrade your weapons too, and before they can finish, Lauren whips out her sword somehow. Which is kind of weird because her morpher's gone, so I don't know how she's just able to teleport the samurai sword, but whatever. She hits one soldier, kicks another one, doing her hey-ya. But then in that moment, for some reason, one guard has a bow and shoots her right in the shoulder, which, by the way, they have guns, so why is there a bow? I don't know, but I'm not going to question it. After getting shot with a bow, she throws a flash bomb, and we open up to the next page. On the next page, we open up with a new main character, Mark, a half-alien, half-human refugee that lives on planet Earth and also goes to Angel Grove University. And at the moment, he's taking the trash out for his roommate, Orion, who basically is just kind of freeloading around. After Mark opens up the dumpster, not only does he see a broken Samuraizer, but a mysterious woman beaten and broken, asking him for help. Can you even imagine being Mark Wright in this situation? Right in that moment, the guards pull up. He quickly shuts the garage. He quickly shuts the garbage can, saying, whoa, chill, man, chill. And the guard's like, identify yourself. And he's like, my name is Mark, refugee number 082893. The guard then says, explain your business, refugee number. I'm not saying that whole thing again, but you know. And he's like, I'm just taking out the trash, bro. I live right over there. The guard then says, have you seen anyone else out here? A girl who's blonde? He's like, no, listen, man, I'm outside. I'm in my boxer. Can I go inside? The guards assume that he doesn't know anything, and they walk away. Right in the moment, he opens up the garbage again to see Lauren and said, oh, man, I don't know what to do now. We then open up to the next page with another Atarian, but for some reason, he has hair. I don't know if that means he's half or not or whatever, or that maybe Zordon's people have always had hair. They just, for some reason, shaven. I don't know why. Anyway, while in class at Angel Grove University, there's a professor there talking about basically the history of America, or I guess more so the Earth. She says those that fail to learn from history are doomed to repeat it. So in that spirit, let's talk about our shared history. Mark, he's like, yes, professor, you're a refugee here, aren't you? Yes, I came here when I was 6. And do you remember what it was like for you? And he's like, well, I was young. I don't remember much. Just our home was destroyed. And she's like, okay, it's enough. I'm sorry. I don't mean to bring up such painful past. But I have a feeling that a lot of the people in this room can understand that. So, Jun, perhaps you'd like to share how you came to Earth. Well, I was born here. But you're Altarian, right? So what does that mean in this respect? Well, it means, why don't you tell us how we Altarians came to be here? Yes, Professor. 70 years ago, Earth was invaded by the Beast Brigade of Gamma 7. The humans had never known alien contact before and they were overwhelmed. And Eltar could not just stand by. The Altarians are the protectors of the known universe. Earth was taken under our wing, and the humans welcomed us. We brought them technology advancements that would have taken them centuries to achieve on their own. It was a good thing. Yes, told beautifully and also politically correct. But after Earth, they were colonized, right? By Eltar, correct? Yes, ma'am. Earth is our 205th colony. And we see that Mark's pretty annoyed by this, statement. Then the professor replies, so refugee and colonizers, you took different paths and you both ended up here. Tell me, is Earth better off? Or you? And while Jun says absolutely, Mark says absolutely not. Later on that evening, we see Jun in karate gear, getting called over by his best friend, Valentina. Obviously, you probably can guess what type of ranger she's going to be in the future. But basically, she talks to him about how he's late and that his mom's making him run laps. He replies, well, doesn't she always love an example out of me? Well, it's tough love. Well, why aren't you running? And then we see a blind guy slamming the crap out of this alien. Just taking a break, minding the view. That's all you. It damn well better be. Jun, buddy, 1 sec. We learned that this guy's name is Ryan, and obviously Ryan and Valentina have been dating for a good while, but they're all three are good friends. So no jealousy or anything like that. Anyway, he replies, hey man, you're kind of late, you gotta do some laps. Well, only someone snitches. After they talked a little bit, kind of catching up, Jun's like, hey, I have something important to talk to you about. Ryan, obviously thinking that this is Jun asking to join the troop training program, is excited. But he's like, no, that's not the case, but, I was looking to, them again. No, not again, Jun, bro. Seriously? Dude, they're fiction. He's like, no, they aren't. Last night I saw, and before he could say anything, his mom, Admiral Jessnessa, comes up. After asking for a minute alone with her son, she talks about how this talk is dangerous. Look at the Earth we have created. Is it not beautiful? Is it not protected? Is it not at peace? Your constant tardiness is a reflection on me, so don't you dare do it again and start running your laps. We have Lauren finally waking up from her slumber, where Orion, Mark's roommate, finally introduces himself. But obviously very confused and realizing how much danger she's putting both of them in, tries to get up. Orion stops her saying, hey, look, I may be a refugee, but you need to kind of calm down. She's obviously shocked by this because he looks very alien. He's like, well, I am. I'm a different type of alien, but I look close enough to human. But I do got froyo, so how about you kind of chill out and tell me who you are? Mark arrives back at his residence hall where the guards are now searching each and every apartment for Lauren. One of the guards recognizes him from last night and demands Mark to tell him where Lauren is, but right then, Jun covers for Mark. Turns out Jun only protected Mark though because he knows that he is hiding a potential Power Ranger at his apartment and would like to meet her. We then go back to Lauren, where she explains about her ancestors and how they were given a special responsibility from the tool called Morphers. These Morphers tapped into the cosmic power of the morphing grid, and they became the Power Rangers. Power Rangers Samurai, wink wink. Obviously from London to Japan, the colonial United States, Samurai Rangers for generations have been protecting the Earth as best as they could, from monsters to mutants to any evil that threatened the Earth. And when the Beast Brigade came in, the Power Rangers fought them too. But the threat was too big for the Power Rangers alone. That's when Eltar arrived. They saved humanity and decided to stay. Eltar colonized Earth, and they didn't like the Power Rangers much. Probably because there were some things they wanted to do that the Power Rangers weren't going to be okay with, or the fact is, they couldn't control the Power Rangers. One by one, Eltar hunted down the Power Rangers and their families, with only Lauren being able to escape, and she's been running ever since. On the next page, an asteroid crashes from the moon to the Earth, where the mysterious woman from the beginning of the chapter turns out to be Rita, with a new hairstyle and a new wand, saying, interesting. After so many years, I'm free. And that's it. The end of Power Rangers Prime, issue 1. Remember to like and subscribe, and I hope you guys like it. Bye-bye.